and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Last time, we played a few games in the student council room. And I feel like I might have cut off the episode prematurely. But hey, my voice was getting tired. My throat was. Anyway, let's move on. As I finish up the day's usual filing, I think to myself, this might be Shizune's way of trying to start this week on a high note. After all, tomorrow is when the real work will begin, and with her hands literally full of building stalls, she won't be able to, quote-unquote, talk very much. It will likely be pretty dull and tiring like it was the first time around. I'm appreciative for her effort in that case. It's nice to have days like this as a way of enjoying yourself before the days ahead. I think that was her idea as well. I also remember that I still have to get rid of Kenji's package. The dang thing was bulky, and somehow I've never been able to track him down since I picked it up. After student council is adjourned for the day, I walk towards the vending machines to look for something to drink, coming from Shizune and Misha. It's a short trip, but even after just a few seconds, I start to get the feeling I'm not alone. How much do you want to bet that's Shizune? A pair of hands cover my eyes. Guess who? Poor Misha. Shizune? It's me, Hee-chan. Yeah, I know. Then why'd you say it was She-chan? It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Hee-chan. You're too proud. Anyway, after student council, you don't usually have any plans, right? So, you're just going straight to your dorm? Where else would I go? Okay, that's great. That's great, Hee-chan. I wanted to talk to you today, so this works out perfectly. Two high school students alone after classes in a quiet, empty building. As the sun dyes the sky a romantic amber color, the cute girl says that she wants to talk. Is she gonna confess her love to me? What a secretive and appealing situation. My imagination is buzzing. It's likely not going to be anywhere near as exciting as I'm making it out to be, but it's fun to play it up that way. The popping sound of my canned coffee opening destroys any chance of maintaining this cheesy mood, sounding louder than I ever thought imaginable, amplified by the context of the situation. I sigh in disappointment and relief. So, what is it? Oh, actually, I'm a bit behind in some of my classes, and if I don't catch up, it could be a problem. I can't play it off any longer. My teachers say that I have to really start taking things seriously, so I should listen, especially because this is the third time. Sorry, Hee-chan. Why are you apologizing? I won't be able to help you or Shi-chan with the student council for a few days. I'll be only for 2 or 3 days, really. I'll definitely try to come back as soon as possible, but I can't say I'm happy about this. It's supposed to be getting really busy this week too, isn't it? That's some unfortunate timing. For a second I wanted to ask if maybe Shizune can pull some strings to get her out of it. But Misha looks so genuinely apologetic about it. It would be pretty sausage-ish of me to say something like that. Besides, if she says something that can put off any longer, I'm inclined to believe her, considering how surprisingly serious she can be with student council duties. Yeah, I see. It's okay. You just managed with Shizune yourself last year, didn't you? So I'm sure I'll be able to as well. Don't worry about it. Really? Thank you, Hee-chan! Really? Yay! I didn't know Hee-chan would take it so well. I thought you would be worried with how there would be so much work with Tanabata coming up and everything. Dang, she knows me oddly well. But Hee-chan is so composed. Glad. Yeah, you're sort of right. I was thinking about it, but it's not that big a deal. I'm not gonna freak out over that. It's going to be a little annoying passing that back and forth to Shizune, though. Hee-chan, just so Shi-chan that you can use sign language too. I don't understand why you won't. Not yet. I can understand most things already, but I want to be really sure. Actually, I wouldn't mind. Secrecy is killing me too, and it would be nice to be able to talk to her in the real conversation. Don't worry, I'm going to have to tell her eventually. I want to. Actually, I'm trying to think of a good opportunity for it. That would be a problem, Hee-chan. Why not? Well, because I kind of told Shichan you could understand her.
Misha!
She was worried about the same thing, that you wouldn't be able to understand each other. So, I was worried, but it worked out fine in the end after all. Ha ha ha.
Misha! I lose it. Ah! Do you know how stupid I look now? I sat there for like half the dang day acting like I could read sign language, and are you seriously telling me that she knew the whole time I could? She was probably thinking, this guy is a complete jackbutt, pretending he can't understand me. I just made a total butt of myself. How could you let me do this?
Misha frowned, seeming
Lost for words on realizing that I'm taking this differently than she might have expected. She doesn't speak again until after saying that I've calmed down.
But Hichan, I think this is definitely for the best.
She says without batting an eye, having waited patiently through my panic to say it.
The cheerful delivery of her words makes it seem like she's got the time between when she dropped the bomb on me and now.
It's pretty funny in a way.
You have such a one-track mind, you know that? Yes?
Damage is done.
If Misha can believe things will work out with such unflinching surety, then maybe it's worth giving it a chance.
And if things don't work out, I'll run as fast as I possibly can. To try and make it up to me anyway, just in case, she offers to buy me another drink from the vending machine. It's a very small token of apology, but I suppose it's the thought that counts, and her thoughts are sincere. Plus, it's a free drink, so I accept. Transition! Okay. I throw back my daily fistful of pills with a glass of water. After a solid 8 hours of sleep, I don't really know what I was so afraid of last night. As I chew a particularly large tablet in half, I continue to rationalize my worries away. Shizune knew I was taking sign language classes all day yesterday and didn't make a big deal out of it. She might be mute, but that doesn't mean she can't make her feelings known. No, in fact, it seems she's all the more direct for it. She doesn't beat around the bush or hold back. She always makes herself clear unapologetically, and there can be no mistakes. So, if she wasn't mad then, it's unlikely she would be at all. And on top of that, I didn't do anything wrong anyway. But as that fear of mine recedes, the thought of spending a couple of days with Shizune without Misha takes its place. I hadn't really thought about it yesterday, but the idea becomes more and more intimidating. It's true I can understand sign language pretty well, but I would definitely hesitate to say I can understand it above a basic level. And if she were to speed up her signing, which she does quite a bit, I don't think I could keep up. Signing to is not a strong suit. Doing both at the same time like Misha can is still a distant dream. Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Hichan! What? Don't forget! You said you would help out with building stalls today! Behind the school after classes are over, okay? I know. Last time you helped out, Hichan, we really appreciated it. This time, it's even more important, so skipping out is unforgivable, okay? I wanted to ask why that is, but there isn't any opportunity to. Besides, Misha is behind in your classes, so it seems like a bad idea to distract her now that I know that. I can always ask her at lunch, which is what I end up doing. Because, Hichan, a festival that celebrates a town is exactly what it sounds like. It's to celebrate your home and its history. Tabata is different. It's for wishes and lovers. That definitely makes it more important, doesn't it? Yeah, naturally it will be. Is that really what it's for, though? Hichan, you have no sense of fun. She puffs out her cheeks in displeasure before blowing the air out like a deflating balloon. You have to appreciate things like that, even if it's just an excuse to eat interesting things and dress up in the end. I'll be disappointed in you if you don't, okay? Before I can say anything, she turns to the side to inhale a croquette. After classes, I meet Shizune behind the school, where it seems she already set everything up at some time yesterday. She greets me with a short wave, then with a flourish of the hammer already in her hand, extends her arm towards the stalls behind her, some of them already half completed, others still haphazard piles of board bundled together with string. As time passes, I realize the pills can only do so much. I still get way more tired than should be normal. Luckily, Shizune's back is to me, so I can afford to take a lot of breaks without having to worry about her wondering why. When I stop and think about it, though, I start to feel pretty guilty for taking advantage of her inability to hear that my hammer stopped banging. It's a terrible thing to be happy about. Her work ethic is admirable. It's obvious that it bores her and even annoys her, but she doesn't slacken her pace. When she gets tired of nailing a stall together with one arm, she switches to the other. Shizune, I feel like an idiot the second I say her name. I can't tell her what I think. There's a hammer in my hand as well, and in the end, I feel like I have to keep up with her. I can't slack off either, especially when it's just the two of us. There's no time to sign, no opportunity, not even for a compliment for a job well done. Even something as casual as that would require me to put my hammer down, get her attention, and then sign it to her. A simple gesture turns something so needlessly complex, like a single footstep taken on a road that's longer than first imagined. I've known her long enough to know this and still forgot it. The air is filled with rhythmic knocking of nails being driven into wood. It's actually kind of nice after a while. To pass the monotony of the task at hand, I try to match my hammer into Shizune's, then alternate it to try and form a beat. Of course, she doesn't notice. It makes me wonder, does lack of sound make this work seem more drawn out and boring to her? Is it strange being unable to hear the results of her actions even though she feels even as she feels their vibrations through her fingers? Or having no concept of sound, does it bother her at all? Distracted, I don't notice Shizune sneaking up on me until her head pops into view. Taking a break? Yeah, I guess. And I can sign her. Okay, let's do that. You can understand sign language. Yeah. Misha told me that you knew! That makes it more convenient for both of us, even though you hid it from me. Why? Why what? Why did you decide to take sign language? Her eyes don't break off of mine for even a second. If she needs to read your response, her peripheral vision is good enough. Once she has something in her gaze, she doesn't look away. It's strange how piercing her eyes can be, dark as the lake at night. Because I wanted to. It seemed like it could come in handy. And it did, didn't it? Yes. Sorry, I didn't catch any of that. See, this kind of thing still comes up now and then. I wish Misha was here. She has work to make up for, doesn't she? That might be partly my fault. Misha doesn't need supplemental lessons. Her grades aren't the best, but she understands how the decisions she makes affect others. That puts her ahead of many people. Especially certain blondes. Ah, you mean Lilly, don't you? She doesn't forget things easily. Your sign language is very good. You're learning oddly fast. I've been taking lessons for a while now, and it's kind of easy to pick up after a while through immersion or osmosis, that kind of thing. It's not too bad. And if I'm really stuck, Misha's there too. I'm not catching any of it. I guess I spoke too soon. I didn't understand any of that. Time to backpedal. Well, yeah, it's actually not that easy. It's actually hard as heck, like trying to pick up broken glass. But I guess in some ways it's interesting as well, like an adventure. Wait, what? Well, no. Picking up broken glass is not an adventure. Sure it is. It's just as challenging. If you use a dustpan in the broom, it's not. I feel frustrated and sad. Well, she told him. When I look up, I know she has a can of soda in her hand. Where did you get that? I forget to sign it, but she understands anyway, following my eyes, and produces another one from behind her back. She tosses it in my direction, and I catch it with both hands. I brought an extra one for you. She pauses to slide her fingernail under the tap of her hand and pop it open before setting aside for a moment. If you are going to try and help me so much, then I have to look out for you too. It's only natural. If you're going to learn sign language, that is something entirely different. I'm naturally going to be impressed. What separates the two is obligation. I'm very happy. She downs her drink in one go, stretches her arms behind her back, and jumps to her feet. Okay, back to work. And like that, it's over. Shizune returns to her work with the same energy as before, the lingering traces of a smile on her face, the only evidence that she had taken a break at all. As I do the same, I think that Misha is right in saying everything would work out for the best. Everything so far seems to be going in that direction. And it's nighttime. Misha swings by as soon as it starts to get darker, looking just as tired as I feel, and Misha decides to stop for today. As we cover the day's work and go our separate ways, I look at how fluidly they talk to each other, and how easily they laugh together as they walk to their dorm. It makes me appreciate Misha's skill at sign language more. I wonder if I'll ever reach that level, or if I even will have the time to. Transition! The first thing I do this morning is trip once again over Tenji's package as I get out of bed, find myself diving headfirst into the floor before I'm even fully awake. Gosh darn package! I want to smack this thing with the first blunt object I can find, like I'm going for a home run, but I don't even have the energy for that this early in the morning. It would likely damage whatever is inside, and that would be mean. I slide into the hallway. It sails along the smooth floor with a little difficulty and stops with a sudden and almost inaudible bump on colliding with Kenji's door. Immediately, a dozen locks unbolt in succession like a mounting symphony. Who is it? He says as he blindly steps forward into the hallway anyway, somehow stepping over the box in a way that would be uncharacteristically, impressively graceful if it weren't for the fact that I know that it was wholly accidental. It's me, I've got your mail. You're standing over it.
I know. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, whatever. So, what's in it? He cringes, instantly turning very defensive and agitated.
It's nothing.
It's bored. Come on, tell me. I'm curious. And I almost broke my neck falling over it. And before that, I had to carry the stupidly large box around it, blocking my vision, crossing roads with it in front of me. I think you can at least tell me what's inside in return.
It's secret stuff.
It's bored.
I can't tell you, because then it would be very secret and stuff. It's bored. It's nothing important. It's bored.
Well, if it's nothing important, you can tell me.
If it's nothing important, why do you have to know?
Why is that wrong?
Why do you have to know?
Why can't I know?
Why are you answering my questions with questions?
Why don't you answer my first question?
Why don't you answer my last question?
Why are we asking questions in the first place? I realize our voices are getting higher with each reply. Down the hall, a door pops open and someone sticks his head out quizzically to see what is going on. We must look like such tools, but I bet I'm the only one out of the two of us with enough shame to realize it. Fine, you can take it to your grave. I have to get ready for school anyway.
Dang, no. Why are you so hasty to leave? Stick around a little. You want some coffee? It's been a while. I thought you were dead since you were so slow with the package delivery.
You're lucky I was doing to do package delivery in the first place, smart butt.
Whoa, calm down. Man, you are so confrontational. Is it because of the student council thing? I hear you hang out with them now.
You heard it from me when I told you.
Really? Yeah, well, whatever, man. The point is, they are terrible. You're the new guy, so of course you wouldn't know. But around here, she's a very divisive figure.
Why can't I pronounce words like that?
Before you came here, she tried to institute a badge policy. It's a long story, so maybe you should sit down.
Oh boy, what did she do? I look around for a chair, but can't find one as we are in a gosh darn hallway! I raise a finger at her and start thinking that maybe I should tell him that, but he's already started talking. Not wanting to waste arm movement, I look at my watch instead.
It would have been a real reign of terror if it had happened.
Wait, you're judging her based on something that didn't even happen?
Yes. Anyway, her idea was like merit badges, but there would also be demerit badges.
What would those do? Hey, is it just me, or did the music stop?
I don't know, it never happened. It seemed bad, though, so when I heard about it, I didn't leave my room for a few weeks.
So, you heard there would be a massive change in your room, trying to just ride the change out.
Yeah, I decided to do something about it. I found the student council office after a while, and marched right in with a list of demands and a bunch of people I grabbed in order to to make myself look like I had supporters.
Wait, so not only did it not happen, but no one even cared?
Kenshi doesn't hear me, having gotten the good momentum going.
Wrapped up in the energy of his own ranting,
He starts to completely flip out and flail his arms, appearing to wildly throw gang signs.
I walked up to the desk and said to her, Hey you, fascist woman! What is this badge idea? How out of touch can you be? Here in your ivory tower, smugly looking down upon us like we're just a bunch of idiots. Who do you think you are? Your level of elitism is terrible. You're probably one of those outrageous people who have chauffeurs, however the heck you pronounce that, driving them around slums so that they can point and laugh, and only drink pricey coffee beans pooped out by the last living dinosaur and brewed in a solid good gold skull.
Wait, coffee beans pooped out by a dinosaur? Ew?
And how could you? Go open up a history book. Don't you know that Shoujo said?
You know what? Screw it. I'm looking it up.
Don't you know the bourgeoisie are always overthrown in the bloody revolution for stuff like this? Stupid! You're an idiot! Sure, the revolutionaries usually end up turning everything into an utter clusterfudge later on, but a maniac is the only kind of person who would create a policy like this. It's like something I would create to make people suffer, only real, and you want to institutionalize it. Where will this creation of a rights end? We are people! This is not justice! That's what I said. Then I added a cry of, they can think their things, but they'll never take our freedom! To appeal to the masses, like in that movie about the life of William Wallace when they took his things out, but not his freedom, and then killed him. But she just ignored me and didn't even look up from her writing in her little paper shoot. Right? And didn't even look up from her little paper, from writing in her little paper thing.
Well, she probably didn't hear you because she's deaf.
Maybe I overwhelmed her with my logic so badly that she just retreated into denial. Maybe she is just a butthole. Either way, she didn't reply, and the future refused to change.
well, SHIZUNE is deaf, so...
To top it all off, on the way back I realized I had lost my student ID somewhere. This is the story of my life. A constant and seemingly futile struggle. Like trying to climb a brick wall with sponges for hands.
Hey, you said nothing changed, but she didn't make everyone wear a bunch of stupid badges, so it did change.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe they're not so bad then.
I guess that counts for something if I can get Shinji to admit that maybe two women may not be so bad after all.
I'll take it.
Especially if it allows me to slip out of this conversation. I didn't realize how much time had gone by. I try to run through my usual morning routine as quickly as possible. I check my watch again as I leave the dorms and see that I'm already late. Fortunately, the rest of my day goes more smoothly, and after classes are over, I had to meet with SHIZUNE again. Behind the school, I catch her leaning against a completed stand with parts of it still flecked with bits of paper and tape, remnants of signs from the last time it was used. Absent-mindedly spinning a nail in her hand, she hasn't noticed me yet. The temptation to sneak up on her is unbearable. Years of watching foreign wildlife documentaries prepared me for this, and downwind conditions are favorable. However, the more I think about it, the more it seems like a bad idea. If I get caught halfway, I'll look like an idiot, and if she doesn't know it's me, I can end up with an injury. Either way, I'll also look a little insensitive, so it'll probably best not to try anything funny, as disappointing as it is. I walk in front of her, startling her a little. Why so surprised? Did I catch you slacking off? No, I was taking a break. You don't look like you broke a sweat. That's some break there, President. SHIZUNE's eyes start back and forth momentarily, and I think I've managed to fluster her. There's exasperation on her face and a little tension as well, but she can't back down. That would be unthinkable for her. Her fingers dance across each other impatiently. You're acting competitive today. Are you trying to get my blood boiling? Do you want to make it a contest? We'll race to see who can construct the most stalls by sundown.
No, I'm not teasing you. That's
That's okay. It's not a real student council if you can't tease the student council president a little. You agree, don't you? That isn't in the student council character. That isn't in the student council charter, so it isn't true.
We can make it in the student council charter.
There is no charter! At least I don't think there is.
The only thing they pledge loyalty to
Are a stack of takeout menus. Anyway, it's good that you're finally here, even if you could have been earlier. Pick up a hammer and we'll resume where we left off.
As we work to settle installs again, I slowly realized that it's really much less work than I would have expected.
In fact, according to Shizune, we should be done by the end of the day with a little luck. The last time I did something like this for them, it took her, Misha, and myself almost 4 days to do it. It can't just be my imagination. You know, this doesn't seem like that much work. Because it isn't.
That answer leaves me wanting a little more.
Knowing that it isn't the best, Shizune puts down a hammer to elaborate. It would be impossible for 2 people to do that much work in less than a week. The truth is, I don't dismantle half the stalls. I just store them someplace else. Actually, more like I hide them in plain sight.
She waggles her finger mischievously.
But that's a secret, and it's not proper to reveal the tricks of the trade. You're not a magician.
Winking, she takes out 2 plastic containers for a bag and puts them down
On a nearby board, raising her hands slightly as if to say, "Ta-da!" I made lunch today for the 2 of us. You can have this one. The food shifted in my bag, and have some fizz mixed together. She hands me one of the containers. I open it. It looks delicious, if a little simple. She hands me a pair of chopsticks, as if she had just remembered to, and I eat what looks like some grilled beef. It's very tasty.
You don't like your food touching your other food?
I do not. You're very picky.
Sometimes I mix my food on my own.
But not always, not everything. I don't like it when it's done for me. What is important is the choice. She points decisively to emphasize it, and then breaks her chopsticks apart to eat her own meal. As I continue to eat, I notice 2 things. First is that almost everything I'm eating, besides the rice, is fried. Even the vegetables are fried. There's so much meat. Does she eat this kind of stuff all the time? I wonder how she manages to stay so thin in spite of it. The second thing I notice is that I can't talk to her while eating. Talking with your mouth full is a little rude anyway, but with our hands pulling our chopsticks and bowls, communication between us is impossible, just like yesterday. Even though we're spending time together, even though I took the time to learn sign language, it feels like I'm talking to her less. Despite that, it also feels like I'm understanding her more. Oh, it's Lily! I hear the sound of something tapping against one of the stands, and look up to see Lily standing off to my side, peeling her way around with her cane. Hi! I nearly catch myself before I can say, didn't see you there. Oh, Yusao, is that you? I thought I smelled something delicious cooking. And I wondered who it might be. What is she saying? It's hard to move my hands in parallel to say something completely different to Lily. This has to be why Misha just signs everything all the time. A bit sillier, but it seems like it would simplify things a lot. Shizune tenses her fingers delightedly at my translation, as if from hearing a joke. All of this food was cooked hours ago, but for someone as slow as yourself, you can't even turn in a piece of paper without being a week late. I guess your perception of time would have to be a little different.
That's not very nice.
A frown crosses Lily's face in response to her reply to something she didn't hear. Sorry, I'm just having a light lunch here. The student council president cooked everything. Is the student council president here right now? She's right here. I apologize, I didn't notice. Normally her level of presence is much higher. I was not aware that the student council serves lunch outdoors. Why wasn't I invited? I think that is good enough to have enough free time to be able to do things like this, however. What is she saying? If I were to invite you anywhere, you would just show up late.
She's never gonna let that go, is she?
But Shizune's words are outside Lily's perception. The fact that it is by the second increasingly maddening to her. Translate for me completely, please. What phrasing? It's a shame she's essentially asking me to let her fully release the dogs of war. Still, I can't just do nothing. The feeling of being unable to even respond and be understood is so isolating. She would never forgive me. I'll just try to soften her words a little. Well, actually, this was all cooked a while ago. Really? That's nice. Turn over here. It's very disrespectful to not look at the person you're speaking to. This isn't the way a prim and proper lady should conduct herself.
Half of what I'm saying is really what Shizune is saying. She doesn't like it when people don't look in her direction when she's trying to make a point.
She's, to the right of my voice.
Although in this case, I can't understand why Lily wouldn't. This is a very awkward situation, and it's daunting being the sole conduit for dialogue between the two of them. Truthfully, I have forgotten what happened the last time they butted heads like this. It's clear Shizune remembers, and Lily is being pretty hostile herself in her own way. I'm sorry, such formalities slipped my mind completely. I forgot that student council president is the type of person who would demand such respect and adherence to the rules at all times. I suppose student government requires you to keep a tight ship, but again, she certainly has time for her own fun as well, so that must not be completely true. Student council is not a dictatorship, nor a zero-sum game. Shizune points at Lily with her finger out like the barrel of a gun and snaps her fingers explosively, causing her to flinch and become visibly upset. Is that so? Then that makes it more impressive that you have even been a part of it for so long, playing it as though it were one. I admire the fact that you're so tenacious. To manage it all, you must be so responsible as well. Not as much as I would like to be. You can't complain about yourself though, can you? You're very responsible.
Actions like requesting a deadline to be extended and then running all the way to the next deadline? That's very model of responsibility.
Shizune is very happy to hear that. But apparently you're pretty responsible yourself, she says.
Does she really?
More or less. Lily doesn't seem very happy. We're not holding a cookout. We're just taking a little lunch break. We're actually out here building stalls for the festival. You wouldn't know since you never go outside. Did you run out of tea? Are you going into town? Shopping?
No. As I said before, I was just passing by in case you did not hear. I would hate to interrupt the student council president. You're not doing anything now, but you must both be very busy. In any case, Hisao, I'm sure that student council president will be able to find or make work for the both of you if she needs to.
I'll devour you! Yeah, very busy.
Devour is a hard word, and plus I can read it. This isn't time to celebrate though, not over that. Instead, it looks like they might stop squabbling. I would drink to that.
Have a nice day, Hisao. Goodbye, student council president.
Thanks, you too.
Stay classy.
As soon as Lily leaves, Shizune dives into the remains of her lunch as quickly as possible, as if each bite she settles away is a meaning to forgetting any of this ever happened. When she is done, she heads right back to hammering with the same mindset. It's good that she's working off her frustration, but now it doesn't look like she is in any mood to talk anymore. About 2 hours later, she stops, having mowed through the rest of the stalls non-stop in that time. It still feels hard to approach her, and I think about how easily a conversation can die. After it took so long to be able to get her alone and speak to her directly, it almost hurts. Your translation was good. Really?
First class.
She punctuates it with a thumbs up.
For your level. There aren't many deaf people in the school, and sign language classes have been on the edge of getting cut for a while now. Sure, you don't have many classmates, am I right? If you're only learning sign language now, your speed is going to be limited. That is why interest in ways takes more effort than normal just to communicate. I imagine it's the same with all languages. In such a situation, conversation in sign language are less something than they would inherently be to start with.
I don't understand that word. Less what?
Spontaneous.
Oh, spontaneous.
Misha is the only person who can really capture it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Her expression changes for a second, and changes back too quickly to digest, and I get the feeling that this isn't meant to be pursued. What I really want to know about is, why do you and Lily fight so much? Tensing a little and visibly frowning, Shizune tenses her fingers and overlays them repeatedly as if shuffling an invisible deck of cards. 2 fights that we know of aren't
worth calling so much. If you had been here last year, you could say that. I heard it was a rough year. Something about how you tried to institute a badge policy? Haha, surprise? Well, I'll want to hear more about that later, definitely, but you don't like Lily very much, do you?
Don't dodge my question.
I'm not dodging anything. She was part of the student council until last year. We didn't get along very well. She wanted to keep doing things like the old student council did, but the old student council was just so ineffectual. It was stupid and insulting. I wanted to do more, and we had a fight. A lot of fights. She couldn't do anything on time. Then she said that what I wanted to do was meaningless, just extra busy work. Does this look like meaningless busy work to you? She gestured around us. What's really meaningless is a student council that doesn't do anything. Weak, lazy, and boring. Especially boring. I couldn't get excited over sitting in a room with nothing to do. That's just a waste of time. Why would I even be here? Be there? It didn't get my blood flowing. Arguing with her does that. If she could have been motivated before, she wouldn't have put so much dedication into being my enemy. But if she knows that much spirit, it's not a complete loss. At least it's something. It's still exciting.
I see.
And what about the badge thing? She laughs, covering her mouth with her hand as if to hide it. Her laughter is the only thing she regularly tries to hide. That was just a joke. Having a little fun sometimes is important too.
Oh, so the badge thing was just a joke. Kenshi needs to learn
To not take things like that seriously if it's just a joke.
anyway.
I think we're gonna start here. I think we're gonna stop here for today.
So,
Be sure to look forward to more Katawa Shoujo
and more Fragment's Note, and maybe a little bit of another game next time. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like, and see ya in the next one.